Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the 7th figure in the Star Wars Black line, Greedo.
And here's a look at the Star Wars Black packaging. Still includes a little photo on the back with a description and a quote. And now, we'll take a look at the figure itself. So the head on Greedo is very well sculpted. I mean, even his little sockets up here have the little indentations in them. There's not a lot of paint and shading to speak of on this head, but the actual sculpting of it is phenomenal. Every figure I saw had paint for his eyes sort of bleeding out around the sockets, but this one's not so bad compared to some of the others I saw. Now his neck articulation, you know, there is a double joint in there, but the head sculpt does limit how much of his head you can move. But that's really the only limitation. The articulation on this figure that I've already played with, you know, there's no real problems with it that I can speak of. I really like the swiveling legs, but nothing really is a limit. You know, the belt certainly isn't a limit. It moves rather well, so that doesn't restrict the way it might on some other figures. The only other weird thing is, instead of like a double hinged elbow joint, he actually is like double jointed the way, you know, people can be double jointed, which, by the way, is disgusting. I don't know why it hinges that way, but it does. And his wrists only swivel left to right, which is fine, but some of the earlier Star Wars Black figures had wrists that swiveled left to right and then up and down, and these don't go up and down. He only comes with one accessory, and that's his little blaster, which does fit quite easily into his hand. And even his little socketed finger slides right in. It also fits quite easily into his side belt holster. Ba-bam. I think this figure does a really good job of recreating the textures of Greedo's costume. If you look at that little yellow stripe that goes up the side of the figure, they use like another orange paint, like a dark yellow, to kind of fill in the material. And it certainly kind of reads like the material that was used in his tacky 70s costume. Now the figure itself is pretty good. I really like it. I think they did a good job with the textures, the paint's pretty clean, and if you get him with Han Solo, you can recreate the cantina scene. But if you have Greedo shoot first, you are worse than Hitler. Thanks for watching!